Hey everyone, Sam here. If you love immersive, solo adventures, you're in the right place. Today, I'm counting down the 20 best single-player games you can dive into right now. From epic RPGs to mind-bending time loop quests. Whether you're a fan of deep storytelling or stealthy gameplay, there's something here for everyone. Don't forget to drop a like, share your favorites in the comments, and subscribe for more gaming recommendations. Let's jump in! Number 20. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 stands as one of the best single-player games around, offering a sprawling campaign full of exploration, moral dilemmas, and challenging turn-based combat. Set in the well-established fantasy world of Dungeons & Dragons, Baldur's Gate 3 allows you to blaze your own trail through its fleshed-out setting, offering a degree of player agency seldom seen in gaming. Larian Studios' huge RPG can be challenging, but the payoff is well worth the effort. You'll meet a memorable cast of characters, brought to life by stellar voice acting and motion capture. You'll delve into forbidden dungeons and journey across a gorgeous fantasy world, as you find yourself embroiled in a plot that could bring the Forgotten Realms to its knees. Number 19. Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is one of the best single-player games to arrive on PlayStation all year. The game deftly captures the playfulness at the heart of the Spider-Man fantasy, offering fast-paced combat, witty quips, and gripping interpersonal drama. Contrary to previous installments, Marvel's Spider-Man and Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2 allows you to play as two protagonists, alternating between Peter Parker and Miles Morales. By having two main characters, Spider-Man 2 allows for a gripping interplay where different approaches to the superhero lifestyle play out across the story. What's more, we see a darker side of Peter Parker thanks to the appearance of Venom, an alien symbiote that has a negative influence on him, an influence the rest of the cast has to contend with in no small way. Number 18. Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is a far cry from the buggy mess it was at launch. Thanks to a wealth of updates and patches, the game is now in excellent condition, offering an immersive sci-fi experience where you can tailor your character to fit your playstyle. Patch 2.0, completely overhauled character customization, allowing you to play anything from a bullet-deflecting cyborg ninja to a powerful hacker who can explode enemies with their mind. The game has an engrossing story to tell too, which grapples with dark themes centered around personal autonomy and the dangers of capitalist excess. The game's expansion, Phantom Liberty, also adds a spy thriller to the mix, as well as the gravitas of renowned actor Idris Elba, who plays a key character in the expansion's storyline. What do you think? Has Cyberpunk 2077 redeemed itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whether you're a longtime fan or trying it out for the first time, we want to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content.
¡Acaben con el culero!
¡Será un placer!
Number 17. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. After Final Fantasy, VII Remake delivered a memorable reimagining of the opening section of the beloved 1997 RPG. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth takes us out into the wider world beyond Midgar, building on what came before with some great improvements to side content such as odd jobs and minigames. Rebirth follows Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, and Barrett as they set out in pursuit of Sephiroth. With open areas to explore, the follow-up allows us to spend more time with the lovable cast and get stuck into the action with new synergy abilities and skills. If you want to know about one of the best JRPGs and a standout single-player game.
Now's our chance.
Number 16. Half-Life Alyx. Owning a PC set up alongside a VR headset costs a pretty penny, which is what you'll need in order to jump into Valve's unexpected prequel to its Half-Life series. That being said, it would be criminal to ignore the achievements that Half-Life Alyx makes for immersive storytelling, and the VR platform as a whole, making this a must-buy if you happen to own a headset and PC right now. Not only is it a brilliant experience on its own merit, however, Alyx makes important statements about the future of Half-Life itself, with our titular scavenger's adventure connecting to the series' overarching narrative in jaw-dropping ways. Here's hoping Valve brings out a non-VR port sometime soon. Number 15. The Outer Worlds. If you've never played an Obsidian game before, you're in for a treat with this masterpiece of a single-player game. Listen, there is a reason we gave this title a top score in our The Outer Worlds review, alright? The studio's 2019 RPG is a ragtag, zigzag tour through the future of the final frontier, one where corporations are in control, and it's as jovial and joyous in tone as it is cynical in satire. Obsidian's talent for classic role-playing immersion is firing at full throttle here, complete with branching storylines, deep and robust character customization, and a whole cast of companions to befriend and explore the galaxy with. And with The Outer Worlds 2 in the works, it looks like we have more adventures in a new star system to look forward to. Number 14. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Capcom's initial announcement of Resident Evil 2 Remake was naturally met with some skepticism at first, but we couldn't have been more off base. The studio's loving recreation of its 90s survival horror classic is the perfect example of how to modernize an old game while staying true to its roots. Leon's harrowing gauntlet through the Raccoon City Police Department is one of the scariest, toughest campaigns we've ever had the joy of running through. It's completely accessible to series newcomers, yet still littered with Easter eggs to delight the Reese faithful. This is how horror is done, and proves just how much life there is in all the best Resident Evil games yet. Number 13. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. If you're itching to wield a virtual lightsaber after binge-watching The Mandalorian, then look no further. Taking its cues from Dark Souls and Hollow Knight, Jedi Fallen Order is a giddy blend of Uncharted-esque cinematic adventure and challenging Metroidvania. Yet more crucially for Star Wars stans, the tale it tells is entirely canon, featuring characters from Rogue One and tying neatly into the events of Rebels, The Bad Batch, and the Clone Wars. Fallen Order is a must for anyone who's found themselves falling back in love with a galaxy far, far away. It's easily one of the best Star Wars games around, and the perfect title to visit before you pick up the new sci-fi adventure, Star Wars Outlaws, for more details on this single-player masterpiece.
You're in trouble.
Number 12. Returnal. Part old arcade school shoot 'em up, part Hideo Kojima-esque narrative opus. Here is a bizarre, ambitious, and utterly enthralling ride. As we point out in our Returnal review, it's also unrelentingly brutal. Light on save points and big on punishment, this all-consuming PS5 exclusive definitely isn't easy. Yet, thanks to its slick-feeling movement, all-consuming sense of atmosphere, and brilliant sense of intrigue, it's a game that constantly beckons you to return. Blending a sickeningly detailed Aliens-esque aesthetic with some of the most satisfying combat this side of Platinum Games, this story-led sci-fi roguelike is a creation that's refreshingly unique. Whether you're new to the genre or are an old hand, Returnal is a gorgeous, ambitious, and completely essential experience. Number 11. Alan Wake 2. Thanks to a gripping story and devastatingly effective art style, this exemplar of survival horror is easily one of the best single-player games of recent years. The game follows the interweaving stories of FBI investigator Saga Anderson and beleaguered writer Alan Wake as they attempt to unravel the dark forces that assail their worlds. The title skillfully combines horror, mystery, and action elements, all framed within a narrative so twisty that it might as well be a corkscrew. What's more, you can switch between protagonists as you wish, playing the story at your own pace and in the order you'd prefer. If you've not played the original Alan Wake, don't be put off. The title is very accessible for newcomers. As TRG staff writer Eli Gould said in their review, the game has everything you could want from a blockbuster horror title.
Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more gaming content like this. Let us know in the comments what your favorite single-player game is, or if there are any we missed that should be on the list. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching.
Has anyone seen my gas?